Are we recording? Oh yeah, I just figured we are. I figured we were. We can get some extra content. I figured out of this while Zach's fucking got sciatica. Zach and JP's Burnout Hijinks, where the hijinks are burnout, and I'm JP, and he's Zach. Welcome, and I've already been talking to Taylor for a while. Spoilers, you'll probably see that in the cold open. We'll probably have a cold open or something. I don't know. We'll see. How you doing, Taylor? Taylor Watts, everybody. This is our guest. Welcome.
Hey,
Welcome, our guest, Taylor Watts.
Thank you guys for having me.
Hey, man, I'm glad to have you.
Dude, that's the fastest I think I've actually said a guest name after saying the intro.
And you didn't fuck it up.
It's really easy to say and remember, and here it's Taylor
fucking
Watts.
Easy, such
Taylor
easy names.
Watts.
Last week we had Jalen Montanez, and I think I said immediately it was Jalen Montez. So, you know, like, we're working it.
I did a callback to one of his jokes a couple weeks ago,
shit.
and I called him like John Tavius or something on stage. I was like, I swear to God, I'm not racist.
It's a Freudian slip.
Oh, that's great.
But so Taylor, how the fuck are you, dude? How you doing? You doing all right?
I'm good, man.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
good.
Hell yeah.
Just house husbanding it up
House
right
husband.
now.
Way of the
Hell
house
yeah,
husband.
dude. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I feel you.
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
I
you got
do.
the tits for it.
Hell yeah, dude. I tell everybody, man, I fucking started burning my
You got
bras
the legs
probably
for
like
it.
05.
You better calm down, dude. Like he's got. If you put your tits on your legs, you'd have a fucking hot lady.
I came here to sleep my way to the top, boys.
Hey, man. I'm going to tell you something. You came to the wrong place.
I look back and forth between you two fast enough, I might get sexually confused. All right, but no, it was really funny because you mentioned we had a bunch of wife interactions right before we started filming, so that's why everything's just a little bit of chaos. Zach's wife gave him a call.
Yep. Kid ended up smacking his head. He's got a big egg on his head, and she's just like, I want you to know before you come home.
And that's her being
that
like,
he is never going to talk back again.
That's her being like, yeah, exactly. And then your wife also called.
Yeah, my wife's deployed right now,
Oh,
having a good old time in the sand, and I hit her up.
She
and
deployed at the beach?
Yeah, the beach.
Okay.
Daytona.
She's down in Daytona,
Okay,
getting
cool.
rowdy with the homies.
Nice.
No, but she's got fucking impeccable timing. Like whether I'm like sitting down to eat dinner or got the laptop on my chest, that's when she calls.
Dude, I swear.
And she called and she heard JP talking fast as hell, and she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You started your podcast. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you." I was like, "All right, if you don't hear from me, it went awful." And she goes, "That's cool. If you don't hear from me, I'm dead."
Did you give her the address?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a no. He's fucking lying through his teeth right now.
Dude, I do love the fact that the way you put it when you said it originally was she's either when I'm something or when I'm on the hub.
Yeah.
But because I literally one of the things that I wrote down that I want to talk about, because you're newer to Fayetteville. Like I've met you. It's been a couple months now, since we met. So like, how long have you been in Fayetteville specifically?
I officially moved here back in August.
Okay.
I was interning with the company that
So
I work
almost
for
a year now?
Yeah, and back in 2017, I was stationed here for like 6 months.
Okay.
For like a little.
It's the
little
only
TDY.
reason people come back.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
I was stationed over there.
And it's funny because I was so much younger back then, and I remember Fayetteville feeling like the beach, and it was like one of the first places that I like got stationed at. You know,
I feel that.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Alabama.
Okay, so that's probably why.
Okay, because you think North Carolina, you're like, it's near the coast. The beach is just right there. I mean,
So when I think back to my younger
you're not
memories,
wrong.
like
It's 2 hours away.
I was like, yo, Fayetteville is the shit. Like,
Dude.
I fucking love this place. That I meet my wife who lives here, and fuck.
You're like, man, that was so fun. Let's do it again.
We
That's
live
so
in the
crazy
heart
that
of
you
it,
say
brother.
that. Now that you say that, like, I have this, like, I used to travel. My grandpa used to live here when I used to live in Greensboro. Like, I'm 2 hours the other direction. So I had the same kind of thing because, like, my grandpa lived here, and we would travel here for holidays and shit. So I'd be like, yeah, it's kind of like the beach. Like, for some reason in my head, like you said, it's like it fucking did some weird in my like lizard insect brain. It's like yeah, I used to feel that shit as the kid too. Like yeah, it's like the beach, but now like I'm like you're here as an adult, like Yeah, the beach is that far, but like, goddamn, this is landlocked like motherfucker. You know, like.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's like hot and windy and full of homeless.
Yeah.
There's shells everywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of homeless, holy shit, we went to Wilmington this Sunday. We did a
Show.
that's why we didn't have not recording on our typical day but we did a show out there. Shout out to Louis T for putting
Louis
us
T,
on
thank
that.
you, man. We appreciate
But
it.
We did that show, and as I was leaving Wilmington, we took 2 turns from the venue. Fucking so many homeless people. Like, I swear to God, like I was like, man, there are so many unhomed men right here. But like the one I saw was like particularly, I saw like this one corner of just like 4 guys sitting there pulling up one of these. Just
Oh, nice, dude. That heroin nod, man, it gets you there.
The old fentanyl shuffle. JP's got a lot of practice.
There was 4 of them doing that. I'm a mime at heart. But there were 4 of them doing that. And then I just saw another one just like on the other side, just raw dogging like 5 sandwiches, just like.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Just watching them.
Were they?
Yeah.
All right,
Look at these poor fucks.
So was it
Washing
like
them up.
Wonder Bread squares or like hoagies?
I think it was hot dogs. I think I misspoke. But like
I've noticed that they prefer the long way on the
but what
sandwiches.
I feel like he did was
Makes
he
sense,
bought,
'cause of the
like I
territory.
feel like this guy went out and bought hot dogs for everybody and showed up and found that they had all done all of the heroin.
He's like,
So he's
fuck
like, well,
you.
fuck you guys. I'm gonna eat all the hot dogs.
He's the homeless intern that they
yeah,
sent
dude.
out for a food order.
Like,
You guys.
it's like, don't worry, we'll save you from heroin. For
Yeah,
when you
dude.
get-"
In 4 to
Save
5 hours, when those heroin addicts wake up, they're gonna kick the shit out of
Like,
him.
he's gonna be
man.
so well fed that he's gonna run like a motherfucker.
I would like to judge, but I've also sat in the corner and cried into 5 hot dogs.
dude. Who hasn't?
And I'm
like,
nodded off from heroin at the
That's
beach,
part,
dude.
I think that was part of why I stopped drinking. Was stop fucking having like glizzy cries. You know, it's just there's nothing sadder than a grown man crying into like poorly putting on your mustard because through the tears you're just like.
Let me tell you about where I'm at with drinking right now. The past 2 weekends, I by myself at the house, like working on the house and stuff.
Yeah, working on the house.
Yeah. I think I've consumed upwards of 80 Bud Lights. And,
So that's like 6 beers, dude.
And my brain is so poisoned right now. When I got up this morning, I replaced all the floors in my house, so I don't have bathroom vanities right now. So I'm brushing my
nice.
teeth in the kitchen sink.
Yeah. Well,
Just like the good Lord intended. I'm struggling this morning. I grabbed my toothbrush and what I thought was toothpaste, and I go to the sink, and when I squirt the toothpaste on the toothbrush, it came out very clear and very fast. I was like, what's wrong with my toothpaste? I look at the toothpaste tube, and it's Benadryl itching cream.
oh, dude.
So I brushed
What
my
kind-
teeth on the
yeah.
way over here.
Oh, dude, I thought you were about to tell me that was like
did
your
it.
toothpaste pre-cum.
Yeah,
I
he
was
was just
like,
like,
oh,
fuck
That's
it, dude, it's
exactly
already
what it
on
looked
that's
like.
what I thought.
That's
That's
exactly what it looked
the
like.
way you described it. I was like, so you've been Jack. Did your wife do a funny joke on you before she left? She's like, I've been saving it all
a
up.
4-month-long joke
Saving
that
it up.
finally came to fruition.
But dude,
Oh,
okay,
that's
but
wet.
I think I pulled a me and kind of went past it because you mentioned having the we'll save that for fucking 6 minutes into it. But dude, how long? So your wife is active duty military because I don't want to get past the 10 minutes before we start talking about whacking off. You said your wife is active military. Are you still active military?
No. So I retired back in December.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It was medically because I really suck at jumping
So
out
Uncle
of
Sam said
airplanes.
stop.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Uncle Sam, he pulled my card. He said, no, you can't do it anymore. But no,
Dude, you're so good at this. We don't ever want you to do it
bro,
again.
they fucking teach you, like, you spend 3 weeks at airborne school, and, like, it's just muscle memory. Like, you're just falling all over the ground, and they teach you, like, these 5 points of contact, like balls of your feet, calf, thigh, ass, lat, all this shit.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah, I've got 3 points of contact, and that's head, foot, and ass, and it's not in that order.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
That's
back
good, though.
Dude.
Head was first.
back in 2019, I landed on the ground like this, just like straight on my ass.
Shit,
And
dude.
I had to crawl off the drop zone, and I went to the medic, and I was like, "Hey, I think I'm really hurt." And he goes, "Ah, you're all right." 2 years later,
Military.
I've already PCS to a different like base, and 2 years later, I'm bending over in my yard trying to pick up a saw, and I just fucking
Jesus, dude.
permanent right angle in my yard for
Oh,
the next
no.
5 hours. Go to the ER, and they're like, "Yeah, you broke your back 2 years ago." fucking military medicine.
Yeah, but you
brother.
walked it off.
Hell, I had a deployment in between that.
If I had $1 for every time, nah, you're all right, I wasn't all right, you know, like I'd probably have like good $40 or some shit. I wouldn't be able to pay the medical
All
bills.
from that same shitty friend.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Chris.
Oh yeah, shout out to Chris. Fucking yeah. Was I telling that on the? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Fuck, dude. Like I'm sorry. My whole brain is a blur. Our viewers, Zach and Greg will know that everything goes everywhere. But fuck it, we're talking about jacking off. All right, so you mentioned your wife calling you during jacking off. How often? I've got
The hard questions are
I've got a
now.
stance that nobody jacks off more than a married man because because you're not gonna go out and cheat, right? Because you're fine.
Bold of you to know.
You're fine.
Is this still recording?
Yes. Well, faithful.
I don't cheat.
No. Okay. No. This is my stance. Nobody jacks off more than a happily married man, than a faithful.
I completely
married man.
agree.
Because
I have double options.
yes, because you can.
I enjoy my wife. Like, I think she's really hot. So,
Exactly.
like, yeah, I'll fucking crank one to that. But also, I've got other options.
Yeah, there's also
on the
shit
internet.
on the internet.
Yeah.
But also, like, I feel like to me, it's like, because you lose interest in like actually, like once you come, you're not interested in that shit anymore. You're like, I'm big ass.
Yeah, but she's still my wife.
Yeah, no, well,
Jesus.
that's true. I'm talking about the internet stuff. Because with the one you love, you come and you still have interest. But like just that gross man shit in you, that's where you just like I find porn, like that kind of like. Come now, like
Looks really natural on you.
yeah. I'm in a constant state of needing to goon.
The best part about cranking it when you're married is like you don't have to be ashamed when like you're doing it like to your spouse.
Yeah.
But I feel so much shame when I watch porn. I've noticed this lately that I'll close the browser and my instant reaction is to open Spotify and turn on like hard rap.
That's
it's like,
adorable.
yo, I need some, I need
That's
some
adorable.
testosterone back.
I need to clean up. For like my favorite thing is like when my wife will fucking like, God damn it, she's got this like just habit of trying to catch me now, like because she knows I get off work. I've got a certain time frame. She's got a
You
certain
get off
time
work,
frame.
then you get off.
Yeah, I get off
It's
work.
not
to
hard
get
to
off.
catch you when
Yeah.
you're standing in the middle of the kitchen.
No, well, it used to be like that. Now school's out. I have to go. Yeah, we'll see. That was all fun times before school was out. Now I have to like hide in the bathroom and like I gotta take a after work shower. Nobody bother me for like 30 minutes.
Do you have kids?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
two.
So you got to hide it from the kids.
Yeah, I got to go to the back of the house and turn the shower all the way on.
I
and be
think
like,
about that all the time. Like I don't have kids yet. We're trying.
Okay.
But like,
Right, let's go
where
ahead and
and
answer
where's
my
going to be my hiding spot?
Oh, it's
as a
easy.
father?
Stay the fuck out of my room.
That's
No,
fair.
get a walk-in closet and just be like, I have to go change clothes.
You
Real
act,
simple.
you act
Don't
like I
come
can
into my
afford a
room.
walk-in closet. We all live in Fayetteville.
Dude, my
Bitch,
toddler.
you said you have a vanity in your fucking bathroom. That's some hoity-toity white shit.
I've got two.
You called it a vanity. I call it a mirror.
The vanity is the cabinetry that goes beneath it. And pish posh. Let me educate you,
My
swine.
Here, let me help you out, dude. Here's your tax income. He's about here.
He drinks his beers with his pinky out. He should be-
Ain't no doubt.
No, he probably shares a tax income bracket with my wife. Like, let's
Yeah.
be real. Like, okay. Like, honestly,
I do all right.
yeah, my wife. My wife does all right. She's an accountant. She if her numbers aren't
She's
good,
cooking the books.
she'll make them good. Yeah. No. Shout out to my wife. She does not do that. She is not like some people we know. But we're not going to talk about embezzlement here.
No, we shouldn't do that.
But
Shout
yeah,
out
dude,
to
I
Heather.
just feel like just married dudes will jack off. Like if you, it's healthy for a married man to be able to jack off. Like I don't feel like this whole like you need to save it all for your spouse shit.
Bro,
I'm
as
anti
long
that
as
Dude.
you can.
because I still love my wife at the end
provide.
of the day. Yeah.
like it'll be a problem if like you're
It's
because
getting in
I'm
the
home
way.
all day.
Yeah.
So if I've had a slow
Yeah.
day, like
I don't give a shit,
You
dude.
saved some, obviously.
I
you
better
know.
have one in the chamber for later on.
You
If
gotta
I'm
be-
jerking off and she fucking comes in the door, it's easy. You're in or you're out. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
It's like,
This is what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
doing.
no question, man. Like if I'm caught, we're having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, or we're
It's-
not, and I'm still having a good time.
It's
Either
when
way.
she catches me when I'm done.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, I hate that. I've had
Give
that.
me a
I
little
think-
gas station pill.
Hell yeah,
I think
dude.
I've gotten hit with one of those ones.
Rhino.
Where it's just like, my favorite thing is to load up my wife's underwear with my, I'm just like, they give her a reminder. It's fun. It's a fun game.
Yo,
we play.
what?
No. It's a fun game we
Keep
play.
in mind, he's been married for almost
we've been married
closer
for-
to 2 decades than one.
Yeah, I've been married for
shit.
16 years in January. But no, I wash them, obviously. I don't be like, and then put it
Just
back
throw
in
'em
their
back
fucking,
in
yeah,
the
throw it back.
drawer.
I'm not trying to have more kids. But
lean her underwear
yeah, no,
against
it's
the
just
wall?
it's you know, it's like it's sentimental at some point, you know. But I forgot. But I had one day where she caught
Not
me
a
doing.
Picasso.
She caught me fucking doing that shit, and
Yeah, this is for you, babe.
I remember she did it. I did it. She started laughing, and my immediate
that's
thing
it.
was, "Fuck," right at her. Luckily, I can't throw like at all, so it like hit the wall behind her, but it did stick. So if it had hit her, it would have done a whole, you know, like the.
Like the cheese slice.
I tried to. No, out of embarrassment.
All right,
I
thank
tried
you
to
guys
yeah.
for inviting me.
Yeah,
I'm
No problem,
No.
man. Just leave your panties.
It was okay. I was laying in my marital bed. This is how we, you know, it's okay. We're allowed to do this.
God, man.
You're allowed to sound that crazy when you've been married for almost 2 decades.
Ain't no
Yeah.
doubt. Holler at me in
For
like
sure.
a decade.
Yeah.
and I'll be like,
dude.
How long?
Glad I'm recording.
Yeah. How long have you been married?
So we got married almost a year ago.
Nice.
We're coming up on
Congratulations.
our
So you guys are
anniversary.
still. So sex is still fun for you guys.
Sex
All
is
right.
incredible, man. It's fucking great.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it is.
There's that.
Are you
But see,
convincing
my
me or
problem.
you?
No, for me, my problem. It's great for me when I do it because like I'm just like for my wife sometimes like I'll warm up too much. And then she'll be like,
What
"Come on,
does that mean?
I'm a morning person. My wife's a night person. I
You know
warm
it's not
myself up."
edging if you finish.
Yeah. No, I warm up too much, and then because I'm like, yeah, and then she gets into it when I'm about ready to be done. So that's when I'm like,
Oh, that's a dicey game.
That's where I'm just
dude.
like, and then I'm just like, and then she's all like, haha, and then she's like, oh, now you can put it in. And I'm like, okay. So when it
Done.
lasts for 2 seconds.
You're out
so
here
I'm
just trying to beat the clock.
That's basically what I'm doing. Like, I'm just like, I was just gonna come on your butt, but now I guess you're just gonna be dripping all day.
You are-
Fine, we'll just have sex.
Yeah.
You are Tyrese Halliburton with 1 second left. Just drop back.
So
three.
instead of me
Just
having a
go.
2-minute beat, I have like a minute 58 beat with 2 seconds of insertion, and then it's this you know,
Nice.
yeah,
Jesus
it's pretty dope. It's pretty sweet. It's my sex life. No, I'm just kidding. No, but that's the thing. When I go for more than like 5 minutes, she gets mad. She's like, "Who you been fucking?" Like, you know, like that's where I'm like,
My left hand.
God damn it. That's what I'm like. Yeah, like I've just been, you know, I switched up for it. That's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know.
Right
She's-
back to women are fucking
she's funny.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, my wife is an insane person. I love her to death, though. She's just a fucking drunk. It's cool.
So I was gonna say, when you were saying your wife called and she always calls at like the worst times, dude, I swear to God, they're all fucking programmed like that.
I think so. My mom does it too. Like every
Oh,
time I
my
sit down
God.
for dinner, my mom will call me and like I'm talking like piping hot plate, and then like
Immediately.
when I was like younger 20s, I would sit there and just be like, all right, push plate, talk to her. But now I'm 30. It's like, Mom, I got a fucking big ass steak in front of me. I need you to go away.
You got an hour before I call you back.
And I may take a nap after this, so it may be tomorrow.
But no, dude, I swear to fucking God, every time. Women just sense it. They're like,
It's
"All
when they
right,
sense
let's do
that
it
you're
now."
about to be happy.
Doing fun.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah,
trust
yeah.
when you're almost happy.
I can see it happen to my wife sometimes during the day. She'll just text me like, "Did you remember this?" And I'm like, "Oh, she knew it. She knew I was happy there
she
for a
does, man.
minute."
I feel like my wife can like feel when I'm thinking about.
nice
her
haircut,
sometimes.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Don't lie to him.
Yeah, it's not. It's fine. No, my wife said I look like a cop. I've been told I look like a cop. I've been told I look like a G.I. Joe. I've been told at my job today, "Who are you? Get out of, why are you back here? You don't work here." I was like, I do.
So rude. I didn't call
yeah.
you anything.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, dude. Speaking of, dude, and also I'm sunburned as fuck, dude. Like this is like the rate I figured out.
That's
I
a
was,
sunburn?
yeah. Well, no, on my face it is. Well, that in my not anywhere else. Like the place that saw the sun.
I
My
was gonna
shoulders is
say,
where it's
dude,
at.
you look like college rule paper.
Kids,
Yeah, okay,
this is why you don't do drugs.
these part of my this shit was in the water.
That's what I'm saying.
My legs were
man.
in the water.
You're a
but-
canvas right now.
So that shit. See that? That's red. You see
Yeah, that's cancer.
You got a red.
Yeah, that's good. I got the cancer is on my back. Okay, so I'm working on my Quasimodo. But no, Saturday I did all this shit. I did a bunch of yard work, and then I decided I'm gonna go for a run after that, and like I could smell my sweat like in my hair. So I was just like,
Nice.
dude, like I'm cutting this shit off. It's like summer is just fucking starting, and if it's already this hot, and if I'm already dying this bad, because like I'm my Look at me. You can tell that I run hot. Like, listen to me. Like, my metabolism is like 8 billion. You know, I don't know how you measure it, but like, it's high. You know, like so, like
It's like medical.
I'm still, like,
He's got Scovilles.
yeah, my
He's
my
running
metabolism
hot.
is measured in Scovilles, basically. Yeah, that you're right. So like, I'm constantly sweating when it just gets above like 60 degrees.
Yeah, me
So,
too,
like,
but I'm just fat.
I sweat like a fat
Zach's
guy.
a diabetic, so you're speaking his language.
That's what gets me. I sweat like a big old fat dude, but I'm like a fucking $1.50 fucking soaking wet.
If you'd lay off the fucking meth.
I don't do meth. I
That's
do
the thing.
weed.
I talk about this with all the guests, man. Like, I've tried all the drugs, trying to equal them out. It just doesn't work.
I only smoke weed, dude. Like, I stopped. Like, I don't even smoke cigarettes anymore. Like, we're on nearly.
High blood pressure.
I'm working on that. I've got pills to keep that in check.
You're already on high blood pressure pills?
Yeah, I've genetically inclined to have that shit. No,
Damn.
no, I'm not on high blood pressure. I'm on cholesterol stuff to make sure I don't have high blood pressure pills. Yeah, no, my bad. I did misspeak. I'm not on high blood pressure stuff.
We sound
Yeah.
so old.
Yeah, no. Luckily, my mom didn't have to see me get to that point. Like, fucking Jesus Christ. She
This
was-
podcast turned into a Humira commercial.
Yeah, no, but I
Do you or your loved one?
I might as well have all like the signs of fucking taking like cool like pills. Like I've got fucking horrible diarrhea all the time.
Yeah, your drug fanny pack turns into one of those fucking like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday like
yeah,
little
dude,
pill
it's
organizers.
nice.
Oh,
like a
dude,
week
yeah.
off.
I've been working on one of those actually. Like I want one of those, but I want it to be cool. Like I'm like thinking about getting like a Star Wars like Monday, Tuesday, but it's got to have like the.
It's just like Luke,
something,
Leia,
something
Yoda.
super autistic. Like
Yeah.
that's for
What the
sure.
fuck, John?
Like you know,
It's just gonna be full of.
I don't
fucking
understand why people
Flintstones
pick
vitamins.
on me.
fuck people. I mean, I understand why people pick on me. I'm off-putting. Like it's cool.
I think you should go old school and keep it in an Altoids tin. You remember those days? You'd be at like
Yeah,
a
my mom
concert or
did that,
something,
yeah.
and somebody would just hand you an Altoids tin, be like, pick one.
Yeah.
No, I
It's
never,
like
I never
pink,
shared.
green, white.
Those are mine.
Oh, you want me Lucky Charms, lad? Oh shit! That speaking of, for some reason I was like improv point, Irish arguing booze. Can you do an Irish accent? I was hoping for a fact. I don't know. I can, but
Thanks, John.
we're just seeing if you can.
You're just setting me up so that you can.
Yeah,
do
we're just
yours.
setting you up so I can do it better with you. No, I was just kidding. I wanted to see like we used to do a shit where like Zach or Greg would like be like, "Hey John, do this thing," and talk like do a thing. We don't do it on guests with episodes with guests, but it's fun to do stuff. And almost we're throwing it away. Can't cut that.
Hold on. What was the idea? I'll do this.
Oh,
with
we
you.
could,
What was the idea?
Oh my
Irishmen
God.
arguing better booze. Like which booze is better? Like
I bet you drink that Guinness shite.
Oh, I never drink me a Guinness, lad. Let me
here we
tell you.
go.
I'll have me a pint of whiskey. I'll drink not even those shots. A full-on pint. Pull it out. Fucking just break the bottle in half. Take the top of the bottle. Insert it as a handle, and then use that as a pint glass. What do you think of that, lad?
Oh, I see. You're an old school Irishman.
I'm
a-
an old school.
I'm a bit of a progressive.
Oh, pretty progressive. Oh, you're one of them wokes. You're one of them woke Irish. You be drinking your Guinness with your penis tucked behind your ball sack.
Let me tell you, I think the Americans have it pretty good with the Bud Lights, and those Mexicans know what they're doing
Oh,
with the
I love
tequila.
me a Bud Light with a tequila. You drop your tequila shot into a Bud Light, and then you'll be cutting your penis off for days, lad. All right, let's keep going. I like this. No, let's keep going. Keep going. We'll see.
Oh my God.
We can cut it. We won't cut it.
We're not gonna cut it.
Yeah, we'll cut it.
it. Sorry, my bad.
You forgot that I was the co.
Yeah,
I,
I meant to wink at you. My bad.
I got into like comedy through like my senior year of high school. I did like a play, and
Yeah.
it was the Brothers Grimm, but it was the Brothers
It's way
Grimm.
cooler than the play I did.
Hold on. It was the Brothers Grimm Spectacular-thon. And at first, I thought this was going to be a great excuse for me to like meet chicks, but theater club chicks. in high
How
school
far are we in this?
not
Can I
it.
say the word yet? Oh, I can say the word. Okay.
And but I do this play, and no other guys like audition for this play. So
There was
now,
no other
now I am doing every guy part, and a part of that is me playing one of the dwarves from Snow White, and I had that like stupid like British Scottish accent.
Right,
thing.
you got to talk like this.
Right. So where I'm going with this is this
sucks.
play is on DVD, and it is my mother's pride and joy.
Oh shit.
And when,
So I gotta talk to her?
When I met my wife, I brought her home to meet my mom, and my mom's like, I can't wait to show you this play, all this shit.
Oh,
My
dude.
wife went to high school in Colorado, where her graduating class was like 3,000 people or something.
You're in fucking
She's from Denver. I'm from
Stick in the mud, fucking Alabama.
yeah, I'm from cousin fucking Alabama.
Yeah.
My
Where
graduating class was half pregnant, and the other half were related. But
So everybody definitely did call you gay for being in that play.
100%, dude. I was like a fat Zac Efron. I was like captain of the football team, president of the choir, and now I'm in theater club.
Now he's sucking dick in
I
ballerina.
want to say we talked about this on a recent episode, but like I was in theater here, but like I was so lame that I was getting bullied by like the cool
did.
By the theater kids.
Yeah, like but there were
You
so
suck.
but no, there were so many theater kids. Like you don't get it. Like this is a military town, so the theater kids come from everywhere. Like this is the
This is
melting
where the
pot, dude.
professionals
But,
gather.
So like
Yeah, they're all
they were
doing
basically
private
just
pile.
they were taking their bullet. It's like you fucking like a kid like sees somebody.
You got military
Yeah.
grade hazing in
Dude,
theater.
I got like secondhand bullying because it's like they got bullied by the actual cool people,
Yeah.
and then they were like, well, "Fuck you, nerds!" And, you know, like we were just like I was like with the other outcast people because like the theater kids were like slightly above like whatever group I hung out with, you know. But now,
It's terrible.
yeah, it was cool. Like my friends are awesome. They're sick now. They're
Bro, let me tell you, my mom whips out this DVD, and she's so excited to show Sydney.
this is
And
bro.
we get it. We had a budget of like $38 for this.
Oh,
for
hell
this
yeah, dude.
production.
That's high budget.
But it was like Brothers Grimm. I was in this play called Stage Door. It's fucking. I was in a way
That
gayer
sounds
play.
grim.
It was gay as shit, dude. It was so gay.
But no, we're watching
up.
this. We're watching this, and Sydney is making fun of it the entire time.
Oh, yeah, of course.
My mom is acting like I'm fucking Daniel Day-Lewis out there, and I am not good. I am not good.
Do what now?
Alive, and I'm mortified because
Dude,
like
yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can see my mom getting upset and
Do what
at the time roasting the shit out of it. And I'm like, yo, you need to shut the fuck up.
I love you, but she pushed me out. So
She's not going to be around forever.
Man,
That's-
I hold it down.
Up,
We're all
up,
gonna
flash
die
flood
in the
warning,
flood.
right?
Well,
Or
yeah.
is that a flash flood warning or an Amber Alert?
I don't know. Check your
All right.
phone. It's probably going off now.
Yeah,
Either
that's
way, they're
mine.
not gonna find you.
Yeah. Oh shit!
I keep that shit over my wife's
Amber
head to
Alert,
this day.
Ryan Mitten.
Like,
Yeah,
yo, you
I
remember
don't
that
blame
play? Yeah, you might want to be nice to my mom this weekend.
Dude,
It's fucking hilarious.
you're our second guest with Lost Childhood Media.
yeah,
June
well,
Darling
third
also-
if you want to count RJ, but we don't really talk
Well,
about
we don't talk about
those.
what his uncle did to him, but June,
Shout out to RJ.
Shout out to RJ.
You don't get
but-
those muscles without trauma.
No, but June's, June Darling. Remember, she's been.
Yeah, I saw June when we did that competition last.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she
Which
Yeah,
was
yeah.
another
Judge.
last minute
Oh, yeah, that
appearance
was-
by me.
yeah.
Dude, I felt
that's when we can talk about that here
so
in a
fucking
second.
bad
But-
about that. I didn't know that there was like a cash prize. So I'm over here being like a
August 1,
WWE heel. Like everybody's getting like a
Dude, I was doing the
3.14.
same thing because
Yeah.
they had said like it's up to the audience, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, it's y'all, it's the judges, and I've already given out like threes.
Yeah,
I'm like,
dude.
oh man, I fucked Mike over so bad. I'm so sorry.
That's
dude.
why I said I had to apologize to John. I'm like, because I know you're gonna get heat as soon as I throw a 10 up, and you did.
Yeah.
I could have won in a second. Fuck me. No, I'm just.
Yeah,
kidding.
dude. If I honestly just gave you like a 9, you would have been probably top 3.
No.
What-
But I was like, no, John, perfect 10.
Speaking of like lost childhood media, the one annoying thing that I'm dealing with right now and trying to figure out how to navigate it is when I first joined the Army, I went home on leave and like my mom recorded a video of me like playing guitar with it. Have you ever heard the game Speak Out? It's like you put this like dental dam looking thing in your mouth and your lips can't
Yeah.
talk.
Okay. I know what
Yeah,
you're
I
talking
know
about. Yeah.
Your family's supposed to guess what you're saying. I put that thing in and I started singing Friends in Low Places by Garth Brooks on the guitar. My mom posted it to Facebook, and then the next day it had like 20 million views.
Jesus.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and like I flew back to Arizona.
Viral sensation Taylor
The
Watts. everybody.
the flight attendant in
You're
Utah.
that Taylor Watts?
Yeah, no shit, dude. The flight attendant in Utah was like, "You're the Speak Out guy," and this was like 2 days later, and I was like, "Well, what the fuck?" They, like took a
Dude.
selfie with me and shit. I get back to the Army, and they're like, "Were you in uniform? Were you wearing dog tags? Were you drunk? Like all this shit." So I was terrified to do anything. So I just let it
Yeah.
sit.
Yeah.
And like it's still on YouTube and shit. And now I do comedy 10 years later. I'm like, man, I really missed
Yeah,
the
how long have you
bus
been
on
doing
this
comedy?
one. I started comedy back in January.
Okay, so you've been doing comedy about. So moved to Fayetteville, and we're like, this place is depressing. The only way I can keep a bullet out of my head
I'll
is to do
fix this
comedy.
place.
Yeah. Let me fix. Oh, I love that. That's way fucking funnier than what I said.
No, dude. So I was a country artist back in Washington. I was just like writing music. doing country shit, but I'm out there with the blue hairs. And
Nice.
they did not like my shit at all.
Shocker.
So you fuck, and then
Yeah.
that one fucking Oliver Anthony dude like fucking took your like you
He
were
took
just,
the whole thing,
you
man.
motherfucker. You like all you had to do was grab your banjo, go out in the woods, and set your shit up. You fucking missed the boat
I
on it,
fucking
dude.
know it,
But you
dude.
got like so you record like albums and shit, or like just for
A buddy of mine, we were working on recording songs together, and then when the Army told me that like I was getting retired, like it was quick. So
Yeah.
no album out. I think I have like 8 songs that's like ready
Nice.
for stuff. But like music was cool, man. But like it always felt fake to me.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
closing
but-
my eyes on stage trying to be sexy at 260
Dude,
pounds.
yeah.
Like hell no.
Oh, dude, I remember that. Look, I did the same shit, looking like this.
But
so.
the minute that I stepped on stage at Patty's back in January, like I had jokes written down on my phone for 2 years.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like I would just like play with the idea, terrified of it. But the moment I stepped
Someday.
up, I fucked myself because I had a great set my first time. And it gave me this like
Oh, yeah.
this
cheered and they
cockiness,
laughed.
you know?
Yeah, they
They went up
Yeah.
the second time and nobody
Especially-
made a
The
noise.
second time I
Patty's
went up
too.
at Patty's, I did 8 minutes straight of what it's like to like what I think it would be like to suck a dick, and
Yeah.
did not get a single laugh.
Dude.
They're like, this guy's just exploring himself.
Yeah, that's exact. It
Oh,
was it
dude.
was me just being like, all right, gotta rein it back in and actually practice.
Because
this thing.
I used to do music too. Like I was my first band when I was like 16. I was a vocalist. So like for me, like first thing I noticed getting into comedy was, first of all, wish I did it way sooner because I spent 10 years going nowhere in music.
We could have spent all that time going nowhere.
I could have
in
spent it
comedy.
all, yeah, but it would have been way less, like all of the hassle, like
Would have been way more
because
fun.
like one of the things I've noticed about comedy is it's like it's way more gay than music ever was. Like it's so much more gay just because it's
you
like
think comedy's gayer than music?
yeah, because like at least in music, like especially like I don't know, you were
Different
a solo artist,
genres.
I guess. Like
Yeah,
were you
I
a solo
was,
artist? Yeah.
like-
So okay, so you were coming from somewhere different because I was in a band. Like I was coming rock music. Like
Oh, yeah, that
in a
makes
rock
sense.
band, like in a band, you've got your boys. You know, you've got your band. Like you guys might argue, but at the end of the day,
You're gonna touch tips.
you're
Yeah,
gonna.
for sure,
did.
for sure.
We're getting Chris on here. I'm gonna talk to him about all. But like, and we gotta, but. It's just, but with that, like you might bounce heads, you know, you might argue and shit. But like at the end of the day, like if it's against you or versus anybody, it's your whole band versus everybody. You know, it's like y'all will fucking throw your shit away if it's like
You'll suck a dick for your band.
Like I will say, your band's never gonna beat the shit. Like team up with another band to start
How
beating the shit out
bad
of
do you want to be in the battle of the bands?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
dude, you keep saying the word beat. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
You got
here.
Harvey Weinstein in an alleyway in
Oh, God.
downtown
That's
Fayetteville.
it. No, it's just, I mean,
Some homeless guy that's like, I'll take it to
yeah,
the top.
shout out Sean Atkins.
Shout out to the homeless people John fucked in Wilmington.
No, I just watched them. I just gave that dude the glizzies.
The glizzies. I hate you so much, dude.
Shout out to that glizzy guy. But no,
This
I
will be the
like-
last episode.
I don't know, but music, like I like music was so fun. But I also did the like I said, I did the same thing where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be, but like I just. Musicians are funny. Like honestly, like a lot of musicians are funny as shit.
yeah, man,
Which
like-
you'll like, you just talk to a few of them, and then like that, like because a lot of my comedy is just like the shit I would say to my buddies to make them laugh.
Yeah,
on the
that's
road.
that's kind of how
Yeah.
I find it too. It's like locker room talk. Like
Yeah.
that's when you're gonna have the most fun.
Yeah.
But like when I was doing music out in Washington, it was tough because it was a lot of like left leaning people, and then when they see country, they tie it with all their own bullshit. So like the only interaction I'd get from the
Country
crowd,
music, these must be right wings.
That's what I'm
talking
saying.
about the
Yeah.
plight of the people and the common man.
that's
Whatever.
yeah. But like the only interaction I'd get from the crowds would be like laughter from jokes like in between.
Yeah.
And
Get a
then
lot of-
I did find one like biker bar in Washington that loved me, and I was a regular every Friday
Fuck
night,
yeah, dude.
making $100 a fucking
That's the
a
shit.
gig
Oh, yeah.
just to cover like Sweet Home Alabama for these bikers that are definitely not gonna beat their spouses at the end of the night.
No, they're gonna drag them on the bike. But dude, that's way cool. Fuck, dude, I remember like because there were so many like just dumb fucking shows. Like I've actually made a lifelong friend because I played a show at a skate park, and like this kid, I signed this kid's
Wow,
sock.
music really is
Yeah.
fucking just like comedy.
Dude, it's fucking gay as shit. But like, I signed this kid's sock, and then like
Skate
years
park
later,
show.
this kid's still
By-
making music in town.
Like
Like,
kid,
I was like 16. He
Were
was.
there other people around?
Yeah, there was a whole bunch.
All
of
right.
people. Yeah.
Was
And
the
when
sock still on him?
Yes.
No, he took his sock off and he threw it at my face. Because he was like, "Can you sign some of mine?" And I was like, "Do you have something?"
Can you sign my tits?
So he coulda gave you, like,
I was
a hat,
17. He was
t-shirt.
15. I think. It's like we've done the math before. Like since
Statute of
then.
limitations.
Oh
you're
wow,
fine.
you've thought about this recently.
No, like no, he's a cool kid. Like
My lawyer says I'm good.
All right. Shout out Matt Dillon. He's a cool kid. He's a good guy.
We're gonna,
he looks
we're gonna
a lot,
redact that name. We
always
don't
say-
want that out in public.
I haven't said anything negative. Y'all are putting it all on there, so
Yeah,
that's fine.
For your court case, I don't think we should be shouting him out.
That sock is hanging over his bed.
It was. God damn it. All right. I was a young. All right. Whatever. Fuck you, Zach. Zach's just making the. Y'all. All right. Now I'm flustered. I'm actually getting kind of mad. All right. Moving on to the next thing. Married man. Father's Day stuff.
Married man.
So, Zach, why do you use that beard to cover up your lack of chin? All right.
What do you mean lack of
Sorry,
chin,
I'm
dude? I got
attacking.
fucking 4 of them.
Shit. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Fuck. Sorry. I was attacking. I'm lashing out. This is what happens when I start getting viciously attacked on my
Did
own
you have,
podcast.
did you have
This
fun
guy's got more
yesterday?
chins than a Wuhan lab.
And I've
More
had
diseases,
COVID.
too.
Did
you have a good day yesterday at the show?
Oh, yeah, dude, that show was fun. Yeah, I think so. Apparently, I found out that I talk way faster now because I can. Since
No,
I
it's
stopped
not that you're
smoking.
faster. It's just that you have more stamina now, so your sentences are going longer. So
Yeah.
people aren't used to that yet.
Yeah, I speak in short novellas instead.
Instead of like bub
it-
bub bub
yeah.
bub 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 bub, you just
Yeah, it used to be a paragraph in a sentence time frame, but now I'm like, yeah, I can do War and Peace.
Dude,
in
sometimes watching your sets is like watching Uncut Gems for the first time. Like that anxiety roller coaster is like,
that is kind of what I go for. Like I do, like I very specifically like, cause like I've always been a huge fan of Robin Williams, and I know how I am, so I just blame it on Robin Williams when I go up there and do what I do as a comedian, cause I know I'm all over the place. I know how hard it is to talk to me, but I find that it could be funny. So if I just put enough punchlines in it. Comedian, like it's cool. Like we can.
Your
figure out-
obsession with Robin Williams really explains why you go to the walk-in closet to beat
Yeah,
off.
because
that's where the belts are.
No, it's where I have the cool noose that I've constructed. It's fine. I've got a lot
everybody
going
making
on.
fun of me at my podcast.
Got a lot going on. That's why I fucking piss on everything. It's cool. I want to do a thing on Broadway.
Yeah, no.
Look at my arm hair. Like I'm working. I'm working on to get the thing where it goes up my hands. So like. It's fine.
Wait, you're working on your arm hair going on? your
Yeah, I'm
hands?
trying to embody Robin Williams. Yeah, like I've even
You
started.
can manifest that.
Yeah,
And
like,
if not, like, I'll give you some. of mine.
you can will it. You can want it. No, I'm just,
Absolutely.
we can. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, sorry, Zach. What do you got? All right, Zach. For real, we're gonna pay the bills this time. I promise.
see.
We're just gonna a couple minutes here. Are you tired of your balls being so full of jizz that your partner makes you explode with the first touch?
I know I am.
Is your premature ejaculation causing you trouble with the Mister or Mrs.?
Well, Dick Wank has the product for you. It's called Jacking Off.
Jacking off?
Yes, John. With Jacking Off, your balls will be so empty your partner won't even realize you're shooting dust. This new ambidextrous system is meant for people who use either hand, or you can spice it up by switching. Your hand is the system.
Nice.
Call today and we'll set you up with our free trial, and you too can be jacking off like the rest of America.
Use our promo code JP and Zach wank you off for a 10% discount off your first yearly subscription. Jacking off. Sometimes it's more than a handful. Side effects may include immediate sleepiness, loss of interest in your partner, chronic need to goon. Dick Wank Incorporated takes no responsibility for their lack of self-control. What do you got Taylor, what do you got going on? Shit, you got any cool shit happen? I keep meaning to do plugs at the beginning of the show, but we don't do that.
No, we just get
we
right
don't do a
into
good
shit.
show.
I'm
I
having
don't.
a good time.
I don't do a good show. I'm not a good host. I'm all over the place.
No, you're an
We
excellent
do,
host.
Everything about the show is fun. Shout out to Greg, our producer.
Greg
he
is the
he
man.
sits here and listens to
Yep.
this shit. But you on anything coming
Greg's
up?
sitting here getting dumber by the second.
I'm not gonna compliment Zach. Yeah.
What he
No,
doesn't tell you
no.
is that he's doing this for a documentary.
Oh
that
shit!
Uncut Gems feeling you have, that's Greg every week.
That's not
Like,
very
yeah.
good.
Look at them. They actually find more
No, it's
people
really
to
funny
come
he
out.
did come at me about doing a fun voiceover for a fucking autistic documentary. So I'm wondering, it's like, shit,
Oh
I've
my
just been
God.
the subject.
Is that
and
offensive if you do a voice of somebody who's autistic or retarded?
No, I'm not doing.
Well,
I'm
now they're
I'm
doing those,
the
like-
English voiceover. It's like, and here you see the autistic boy
Oh, okay.
over-explain his parental issues.
I thought you were
to
gonna be
his
like,
guests.
you know, I like waffles.
And if you see
the
him visiting,
line is so blurred now because now like people are deep faking Down syndrome girls onto like porn stars. Have you seen this?
No, dude, you spend way more
Bro,
time on porn than I did.
It's insane. Like when Victoria's Secret dropped that that
so
cover, it was like a magazine cover with like a Down syndrome model.
a RILF.
Eh,
fuck! Holy shit! I've never heard that before. That's funny. Oh,
yeah, one of those.
No, not one of those. She's a RILF.
Bro, ever since then, like there's like a trend of like
Wow.
Down syndrome OnlyFans chicks, but it's just
That's
deep
awesome.
fakes, and it's duping America. Like,
Dude, I am so pro. I don't give a fuck how you make your money. Do it. For mentally challenged Down syndrome chicks, like, dude, I got a great ass, and she made $1 million off of it. I don't give a fuck.
that's a Family Guy joke from like 15 years ago. Like,
Is it really?
When Chris
the
had
Down
the- yeah.
syndrome girl.
Oh, no
Well, I mean,
shit.
it wasn't
Yeah.
that specific, but it was like the Down syndrome girl. Like Chris was
It's-
dating a Down syndrome girl, and Stewie sang a whole love song about it. It was like a whole song and dance number just so Seth MacFarlane could sing
I'm gonna
the
have
song.
to check that out.
it's great
Yeah,
that
that's
Family
funny.
Guy's finally on the board for predictions. Like the Simpsons been
Right?
running
That's
the scoreboard
No,
up.
okay, no, we can't say that just because Family Guy made the way Family Guy does it is very Family Guy, where it's just vague enough to where you could be like you correlate it. You know what I mean?
Miss my mouth.
Because simply, he's learning how to drink for the first time.
Hell yeah.
No, I get it. You've been
Speaking
out
of
of
riffs.
practice. You said you've been drinking alcohol all weekend. Like you haven't had water. You out of
Yeah,
practice,
this is my
bro.
first water in a
Yeah,
long time.
dude, like no, I get it. Like I had to get into drinking water a whole lot more after I stopped drinking. Just
Yeah,
'cause-
but you are right about the Family Guy like predicting stuff because there is that one where Stewie is like naked and he's like, "Help me! I was trapped in Kevin Spacey's basement."
Oh shit!
Well, that I think the whole Kevin Spacey
Isn't
thing's been
Stewie
like
a little too
Hollywood
old
secret.
for that?
Yeah.
Oh shit, gross. Dude, I've had this weird realization. Like I was watching, when you get a little bit older and you have your kids and whatever, like when you'll start
Like they
turning
look
on
right
those-
at you for
You'll
that.
turn on those World War
I
II
pay my
documentaries.
taxes, dude. I'm
You'll
there.
start- you'll start-
Uncle Sam takes his cut every fucking day.
It's a very specific thing that happens when you become a father. You'll start turning on those World War II documentaries and falling asleep.
Oh, dude, I'm already there.
All right, okay. Well, then
It's just a stage of life.
that's just a sign that you probably got a kid you don't know about out there somewhere.
Dude, I'm waiting on the day because I'm not.
Just don't go back to Alabama. Don't go back home.
I did find out one time that I was related through marriage to a girlfriend.
Oh no.
Nice.
Yeah.
dude.
So like
no.
my hometown is not big at all.
Yeah.
So like there's a reason that there is that stereotype because like people don't move. And
Oh,
so like
fuck
as the
that.
population stays, like the
Probably
gene
doing
pool,
some Down syndrome deep fakes.
Yeah, man.
They're
there's
not
some,
deep fakes.
there's some real reals out there.
Yeah. Don't have to deep fake.
But me and this girl, we were fooling around and like we hadn't had sex yet. But like we had just got done fooling around and like I'd asked her like what she's got going on for the rest of the day or something. And she goes, "Oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my aunt Weaver." I was like, "Oh, it's crazy. I have an aunt Weaver." And and she goes, "Oh yeah, she's married.
Uh-oh.
She's married to so and so." I was like, oh, "Scratch that name." But
Redacted.
but she was like,
That
she was
one we
like,
actually
yeah,
can't, you know.
her name
I got
is whatever. And I was like, oh fuck. And I told her that was my aunt's name.
Oh no.
She screams. Her mom comes busting through the door, and like I got my shirt off. She's got her shirt off, and like we're like 17. So at this moment, I
Yeah.
think I'm fucked. Like,
Yeah.
this lady's gonna stab me. She goes, "What's going on? Are you okay?" And this girl goes, "Did you know that we're related?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And she said our aunt's name. And her mom goes, "Oh, that's fine. It's through marriage." And they just left.
That's almost like the Weird Al song, like, or he's like, suddenly spied, tattooed on her thigh. It's like the family. I don't remember. It's the same thing. How did I supposed to know that we were both related? That's how it ends up going. It's fine.
That sounds like it would be an Avril Lavigne cover.
It is. It starts off
Weird
with
Al's got it all figured out.
Yeah,
dude.
it starts off with constipated. Second verse is decapitated. No, second verse is the we were both related. Third verse is how would I go and get myself decapitated. It's fucking dead, dude. Genius.
Speaking of like, like maybe you have a kid somewhere. Do either of you have either illegitimate kid that you found out about or a half sibling that you found out about later?
No.
I do have a half a sibling that I found out about later that I don't want to talk about, so I don't know why I brought
That's
it up. But I don't have a illegitimate kid, but my wife did get a fun text from somebody.
I thought you were gonna say she did.
No, she got a fun text from a random number one day. It says, "Tell your husband that his daughter wants to see him." And we've never heard anything from it, like
That must have started a shit show of a fight, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Baby, we need a new wireless carrier.
Because I was like, what the fuck? Because like,
oh my
everybody,
God.
like, I mean, if you know me, like being a parent's like big, like it's a big thing for me. Because like, I grew up no dad, so like, I would never, I could never imagine like just completely abandoning my kids, like for just and being like, fuck you, I would never do that, like so like.
You don't have to convince me. I believe you.
Well, no,
I think you're all right.
It's
dude.
just like it drives me fucking like. So when my wife would hit me with the fucking, like the it just drove me nuts. Like because like that was one.
it.
Did you ever hit you? Anybody ever hit you with one of
No,
those? Okay, thank
Dude,
God.
it hit us like right around COVID. This lady hit me up and she was like, "I think I may be your older sister."
Oh,
And
shit.
she was in her like 40s, like 42, 43.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. So I hit up my brother and sister and we're all talking about it. And so I think my brother's the one that broached it with our dad. And he was like, hey, who's this girl? And my dad just sent a mass blast group text. And he was like, don't listen to that crazy bitch. She just wants our money. And I was like, money? You're 60
what
years old and
money?
you live with your mom. What are you talking about? Our money. And he was holding it down, denying it. Like, for a month at least. And then
shit.
my ex-wife at the time, she did like a little like pick stitch thing where she took a picture of this woman and a picture of my dad who also has super long hair and just put it side by side. And then she sent it to my dad. And after that, my dad was like, all right, so you guys got a sister. Like, they are identical, man. They are identical. It was crazy.
Oh,
so, yeah,
no.
at like 26 years old or whatever, like, I found out that I had a 40-year-old sister.
Shit,
That's
dude.
crazy, dude.
Yeah. Haven't met her
No,
yet.
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty
Piece of
lazy
shit,
about it.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, like, once
Remember
you're
all
at
those
that
cool
point,
times we hung out when
it's
you were
like,
young?
it's like I got no experiences with you. Like, you didn't bully me when I was small. You're like, even if you were, like.
She was really cool about it, though, because she was like, listen, I'm not interested in anything. I just want to know, like,
thought it'd be neat.
medical stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, how
Yeah.
much time do you have?
Yeah. 'Cause, like, see, that's like my wife is
First
like.
of all, I can't jump out of airplanes. You might want to jot that down real quick.
If you had any plans of skydiving, cut it.
Dude, I love that. Like, you were like, you sit like that because I feel like that's how I used to throw my G.I. Joes up in the air. And, like, they would fall down with the parachutes because that's the best way to get them to fall so that the parachute would actually work. So I'm just like, you're blowing my mind.
I think your G.I. Joes may have been voodoo dolls.
Yeah, well, I think it
I'm
just
having
broke.
a great time, then all of a sudden I'm just.
Well, turns out I broke all of their backs. Like, that's why they were so horrible and calm. That's why that little the rubber piece broke on them all the time.
And now
I
look
think.
at them. They're all killing themselves.
Yeah,
in the
'cause
VA.
I thought it was from all the constant, like, turning them completely all the way around and letting them go to do the cool, like, kung fu action,
The spin,
move.
yeah.
Yeah, but no, turns out it was all the dropping them on their butts. God,
would've thought,
Hasbro,
man?
when will you learn? All right, but that's fine. But,
That's actually who makes our parachutes.
Yeah.
Hasbro?
Hasbro.
Hell yeah, dude. Like fucking the Nintendo company's like 200 and something years old.
Disney makes
too.
your parachutes.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was going to say, that would be nuts. That would hate that.
I know your like conspiracy
I would hate
brain
that
was
for you.
about to fucking
No,
take off.
No, I was just going to be like,
It's
that's
all
just a whole new
connected,
revelation.
man.
That would be nuts. Disney probably does.
The
make
mouse
some.
has his own
Disney probably-
airborne
Listen,
brigade.
I shit on John a lot, but he's probably right. Disney probably does have a fucking secret army
Disney,
supply going
well,
on.
Disney probably makes
they
something
got
for the
security and
military.
shit. I used to date a girl that worked at Disneyland, and
Yeah.
like, You don't just get to audition. Like, it's kind of like comedy in the sense of, like, you don't just get to go down and audition to be Cinderella.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be, like, the doorman. So,
Yeah,
like, this
gotta work your way
girl
up.
started, like, catering down at Epcot and shit. And she spent years, like, trying to be, like, Cinderella. And it never panned out. But, like, the shit that Disney would, like, do to them would be like, yo, you spit on the sidewalk before you came in the park, so you're not getting paid
3 points
today.
off.
Jesus.
Like-
Oh shit!
Like,
20 points from Gryffindor.
A
You
kid-
mentioned Gryffindor. You're not getting paid tomorrow. Sorry.
a kid heard you cuss, so here's this cross. We need you to carry it up this hill, and then the soldiers will be with
Yeah,
you.
and then we'll stab you. Like, holy shit, dude! No, fuck
Yeah.
that.
We're actually gonna
for minimum wage.
We're actually
too.
gonna pay Barabbas your pay today.
That's like
and,
might as well join the military at
I
that
think
point.
I think I went to high school with a girl who went to Disney College.
What
and,
the
and
fuck?
she has a degree from Disney College and like. And
What
like,
were the major hits in
Disney
96
definitely
and
makes something-
97?
Disney definitely has to make something for the military somewhere. Something.
He's still on that. He's
for
on it.
sure.
It was definitely the 2020 to 2024 recruiting videos. You see them?
Ha, Hey guys, come on to the military. Uncle Sam here.
They did propaganda videos.
Oh, yep. Okay, thank you.
used to.
Thank you. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
For which side? Because we all know who Walt was been voting for.
Yeah, but Walt, he you know. Oh shit! I think that there's that Daffy Duck thing where he was totally working with Hitler.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's Donald Duck.
It was Donald Duck.
Was it Donald Duck working with Hitler, or was he anti?
Donald
He
Duck
was working
was
on the
Hitler.
conveyor belt, and he was
Oh, I think
screwing
he
on the
became Hitler
missiles,
as the
and he was
joke.
doing
Like, it was like
the-
the Charlie Chaplin kind of thing.
Maybe he
That
did
was the whole joke
multiples.
of the
That's
thing.
not the one I
I
know.
don't remember.
But
Yeah, I
he's
remember.
definitely done it at least once, if we all remember it.
That's how
Hey,
crazy.
buy war bonds, everybody.
That's how crazy, like, a cultural phenomenon that a world war is. That
Yeah.
a child's
Yeah.
cartoon is
Oh,
doing bits on it. So, like, if Israel and Iran does like kick off, like, bro, Scooby Doo's gonna be lit. Like,
Do you want
10 years
to?
from
Do you want to
now.
know? Do you want to know what my all-time?
There's gonna be Shaggy dressed up like the Ayatollah.
Do you know what my favorite all-time favorite Superman quote is?
What's that?
It's okay to slap a Jap. I'm not even kidding. That's real Superman propaganda
I mean,
from
up
World
until
War
like
II.
45, yeah.
Yeah, it was like it's Superman standing there like all heroically. It's just
Yeah.
it's
Anybody
okay
reading
to
that,
slam in big bold bubble
anybody that
letters.
reads that after 45,
That was
Yeah,
like the same
man.
time. Like it was cool. You had Captain America slapping Hitler, and then Superman slapping Japanese men.
It's
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
crazy
Not
how
nice.
like a lot of that. Like,
we don't approve of that.
a lot of that sensitivity goes out the fucking window when shit kicks off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember like I read a thing that said like my generation is probably like the youngest people to remember actually remember 9/11. Now
Yeah.
I don't remember it happening. I
yeah.
remember
Yeah.
getting pulled out of school.
Yeah.
But a week later, I was going to my first concert and it was a Toby Keith concert. Toby Keith in Alabama, that's a fucking show.
That's a concert.
That's why.
a show.
That's where you're like. That's what
Let
I
me
want
tell
to
you.
be.
That's where all him and his cousins were at.
That's
I'm
gonna be
like-
me in Washington. I'm gonna do that in Washington, and it's gonna
Yeah.
kill.
I'm gonna bring the South to the Northwest.
I'm gonna teach these dirty commies some shit.
But it was cool. Like it was one moment in my life where I truly felt like an American as a second grader because he ended the show with courtesy of the red, white, and blue. And if you've heard the song, like the big crescendo is "We'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way." When he hits that, fireworks, confetti.
Oh, shit.
I mean, like it was
God.
insane. And I'm in the second grade looking up at all these fucking red-blooded Americans down in their drinks.
Hell yeah, dude.
I left that concert, and on the way out, there was an army recruiting booth, and I got these little fake dog tags and a little CD
got 'em.
booklet. You remember the
They
like
got
CD
'em.
booklets you keep in your car?
Yep.
I kept that thing until I went to boot camp.
God damn, dude. That is wild, dude. No,
As soon as he said the recruitment.
Toby Keith was the soundtrack to OIF 1, 2, and 3.
Ain't no doubt. He was doing USO
Dude,
shows all the time.
you gotta give it to 9/11 though. It did like open a whole new
Shout out to
generation.
9/11.
It opened a whole new generation to
You're giving
Islamophobia.
9/11 flowers.
No, well, I mean, it
Podcast
opened
is
up a
gonna
whole
take
new
off.
generation of Americans to Islamophobia. We wouldn't have known that we had to be scared of Islam if it wasn't for 9/11.
Yeah, because that
That's
was like
just like it's
That's true.
fucking ruined a whole 20 years. We're still like, oh, Islam's scary, like
yeah, that
like-
the
Oh,
first
no,
time.
It's not Islam.
That,
what? No, I mean that's how it started. It started with that. It was a whole lot of Islamophobia.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because we were
We
hearing
used the name terrorists.
We don't have the whole 40 verse.
This is going to be BTS.
No, well, yeah, because like I'm just saying we don't have like the whole like you don't hear the jokes about the 40 virgin shit anymore. You know, now it's
Yeah.
like because like we had like before it was like, oh, what are you gonna do? Go blow up a fucking blah 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 for 40. Now it's just too real because the shit's happening like everywhere, like constantly. Now it
Yeah,
wasn't
if
like
Taylor Swift isn't safe
yeah.
at an arena, I am not safe in
Because
Fayetteville.
now it's like a thing where it's like it used to be like this horrible thing happened, the country is coming together and blah blah blah. But now it's just like a horrible thing happens. It's Tuesday, dude. Like of course a horrible thing.
Well, yeah, that
happened,
was the
you know?
first war that we were fighting an idea rather
Yeah.
than a nation.
Well,
Like it was an
yeah.
idea inside of a nation.
No.
So like no one really knew who to be mad at. And
I
then
think they said every idea was the one where they were fighting an idea.
I was
come
gonna
on.
s-
Don't think about the Revolutionary War.
the
We're fighting
revolution-
an idea. We're fighting the idea of America. No, I'm just kidding.
No, they were fighting a nation though. Like
The idea was America.
Again, BTS.
this Vietnam vet's about to lose it over here.
Watch it, son.
He's not that old.
Yeah. No. Yeah, this is.
God damn.
I get. I see. I've got my liberal woke brain where I'm just like not woke. It's liberal. It's not even liberal. It's just like it's conspiracy brain. It was right. That's all it is. Like
Pick
I had
which one it is. So we
my
can make fun
older
of you.
brother is just he's very conspiracy minded and like he was the one who would like when YouTube first came out he was like, you know about the coffins, right? You know Obama's got all the coffins and shit. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I just want to smoke weed with you. It's cool.
He sounds like one of those kids that convinces you that you're adopted. Like that was his first.
No, he would
conspiracy.
definitely-
He's
he
like,
would never
You know,
let me
mom and
say
dad
that.
found you,
No.
right?
No,
I was
he would
there.
never say that. He's like, mom's all we got. We're brothers. You know, we were half brothers
Aw,
to
you had
begin
good
with.
sibling.
Yeah. Well, kind
That's
of.
awesome.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
well,
I pissed
yeah,
off. I
up
think I
to kinda.
pissed off our producer. But no, with my anti-American talk.
He had to leave.
My bad. No, I just feel like everything is like because I remember what I was thinking about something stupid. Probably that's enough of that.
All
What
right,
are we
cool,
talking-
man.
Yeah, you got something fun to say?
I was waiting to make fun of you, but like,
Well,
you
no, it was
kept
just
dragging
like because like people like to. It's not. This is not really a political statement. Like, because like people are all on this whole ICE thing. Like, there was the whole no kings thing. Not to date our when we're doing this
Yeah,
shit, and not to date like because I also no kings. A good idea. That's what America was built on. Protest for. You're allowed to protest. But like what I don't
Attended
think,
by Latin kings.
what I hate about this whole immigration thing is that people are so concerned about the laws of this country instead of human beings. And that's what I don't get. Like, I don't care what somebody's history is. People can change, like, you know, and I don't care about any of that. And I don't mean to get passionate. I will cry because I'm a,
And he
I'm
gets
a
an
woke-
erection every time he
Yeah.
cries. It's a bad
I'm a,
scene.
I'm a liberal bleeding heart cuck, but I just think that I don't like that. I don't think that, I think,
Is this the chair?
huh?
Is
Yeah.
this the chair?
No, the chair's at my house and it's much smaller. It's like one of those like fake plastic chairs that you give to like a kid. who's,
No,
like,
for
in
you,
the-
I'd see like one of those.
If you lean
bungee
back too
chairs.
far, it'll bend.
Yeah, it'll break. No, it just shatters. No, it does have to be a bungee chair so I can have fun. Yeah, I like wee.
I really feel like that's
Like
what it
we're
would be
having
for
fun
you.
over here. The adults are having fun over here. You have your fun in your playpen, John.
Well, dude, have you seen the talkbacks about the immigration stuff? Where now
No,
they're
I
like,
ju-
all right, when no one's working in the fields and no one's
Yeah.
working in
Dude, yeah, and
restaurants,
it's
so
all,
maybe
like-
we'll keep some people.
Yeah, I have. But just for
Dude.
me, it's like I just think that my stance is the lines are imaginary. Somebody drew those. The person is real and right there, and that's the person who's like I would rather keep that person safe than and not take the especially the Taryn family's part's what kills me. This isn't funny, but we're far enough into it, and we can cut this. It's at the end part of
Yeah,
the
I don't know. It
episode.
got real gay real quick.
Yeah, no, it's
I
that.
actually, I ended up bombing because I made one of the ice jokes in the beginning of one of my sets recently, and that was fucking great. It was like, you remember how everything had like the initial, like for ice, it used to be like frozen water. Then it was in case for emergency. And now it stands for like, these saints taking away all your shitty neighbors.
Dude, what I find tough about comedy, especially with conversations like this, is I was an intelligence analyst.
Yeah.
So like when we bring up conversations like this, there's a part of my brain that's like, oh, you want to get into it? Like,
Oh yeah, and that's what really gets
let's
me.
talk
is
about it.
because
Then
I
it's
know
like,
that,
oh shit, it needs to be funny. Fuck, it's gotta be funny.
because I know there's shit
How
like
do I
that
say
too,
it?
and that's why
Wild black.
I regret doing what I did. Because like my joke was like, I had like when the ice shit first happened, I had a joke too. It was just like it's just getting too real, so I stopped. But like it was just like because that was when the LA fires were happening,
Oh,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
right before that we had the fucking Asheville got destroyed, like the Rocky Mountains got destroyed by fucking floods. So I was like, so we had water, and then a bunch of fire. And now we got a bunch of ice all over the place. You know, like
It's
so
funny.
it's just like,
Dude, could you imagine being
like the weather's crazy, right? Like,
Could you
I think that was the
imagine-
joke. It was weather's wild.
being a either California taxpayer or someone that donated to LA wildfire relief just to watch the LA population set that motherfucker on fire again?
Yep.
That's funny. Okay,
Right
I'm
after
not gonna
they
lie.
fucking fixed it, too.
That's pretty funny. Like I was
It's not
like,
the wild this time. We're burning the streets down.
You might as well just take your wallet out back and light it on fire.
dude. So you got anything coming up? You got any shows coming up? You got
Nah,
anything
man,
good?
still hitting the open mic
Open mic,
circuit.
okay.
Might feature
Okay.
sometime here in the future.
Hell
Hope
yeah.
you do,
been
man.
You
Hell yeah.
do any out of town shit? Going out of town at all?
Um,
You got to.
We saw him in Apex.
Yeah, so I did the Apex thing. I did a night at the Comedy Works, and let me tell you, my shit, it was like being in Washington to a college crowd of like 18-year-olds. I'm up there, and this time I'm like talking about being married and a husband. It's the most unrelatable shit.
Yeah.
These dudes
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, where's my Coke plug?
Yeah.
You
And
didn't even mention drinking yet.
dude, it was tough, but I mean that was like my third mic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like that was, and that kind of like pushed me out of like going out of town. Like you build your little safe spot
Yeah.
in town. But now I'm back into it. My wife's she should be home soon. So like, a lot of it has been like, I want her to be around for whenever like I do get a feature or something.
Have
Yeah.
you
No, I feel
performed in
that.
front of her yet?
My first show, she filmed it.
Oh,
And
nice.
like
Okay.
she's been my biggest
Oh,
supporter.
dude, that's fucking great. At least you got like, because you said that first one was good, right? Like you got
Yeah,
that
the
on
first
video.
Yeah,
one
the
was
second
great.
one sucked
Great, dude.
dick. But
I'm
the
Literally.
first
At
one,
least you got the fucking good one on video. At least you didn't be like, well, I'm gonna record the second one and then
Yeah.
you know.
the
I did,
second one,
uh,
I'm gonna talk about sucking dick the whole time.
So I got to go on work trips every now and then, and I did a mic in Phoenix, and
Yep.
it was the weirdest mic I've ever done because it was in the middle of a restaurant, and it was like no stage, no lighting. I'm in the middle of these tables, like
Yeah.
talking about jerking off to some people that just wanted to enjoy.
That's why
their
when he was saying he
tacos.
did a fucking show at a skate park, I'm like, it's just like
the guy
comedy, dude.
biting into his Alfredo when
This
you mentioned
fucking-
cum, just
I heard about people fucking doing a show, comedy show in a grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But let me tell you, the comedians out there, like I got me and like two other dudes, and it turns out those are the two guys that put it together. Like we were the only ones that didn't acknowledge the room. Like
Yeah.
you don't acknowledge that there's like nobody there or that they're not laughing. Like you just do your thing and you move on. It's a learning experience.
It's the
I ended
stage
up-
experience, yeah.
Yeah, I ended up spending the whole night with those guys, and we were like having a good time. And then now, like I'm still hitting them up, and like they let me know. They're like, dude, next time you come into town, like let us know. We'll get you a spot here, spot
Hell
there. So
yeah,
like you're
man.
building that network.
yeah, yeah.
He's already, look at that, dude. His wife gets deployed, and he's already having gay sex with two men he
We
found
did-
in Phoenix.
I did try and convince him to go to a gay bar because it's my favorite bar in Phoenix.
Well, that's,
I'm a bear, dude. Like I'm covered from head to toe in hair.
so the
I-
gays, the twinks love you. They're just
I
like,
give
"Ooh."
off masculine
Yeah.
dad energy,
Yeah.
like so.
All
I'm
it's
getting
missing is
free
the sandals.
drinks.
If you had fucking thong sandals on instead of Crocs, you would have killed
It's
it.
raining, so
No,
the thongs
that's
is
a, see,
at the
that's a
house.
dad who can fucking fix some stuff. Like that's because they're also
Oh,
camo.
brother, this is a image. I can't fix shit.
Yeah, that's a very gay dad. No, but Taylor, thanks for coming out. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
man, we
yeah,
appreciate
man.
it.
We really do appreciate you, fucking dude. This has been fucking. Geez, I don't know.
It's been-
He's giving us the time. We got to cut this. We got to cut it. But no, we got.
He's
That
holding
was
a
good
gun
one.
right
that
now.
Was, that was fun. Like Zach says, Zach, wait, ask Taylor the thing real quick before we head out of here.
The thing. Oh, yeah. How long have you hated JP?
How long have I hated JP? I don't hate JP.
You don't gotta lie, man. It's cool. You already got invited
No,
on.
I get confused when we have one-on-ones at the club.
Mm.
So like, if it's after I've gone up, I can like be in conversation with JP. But before I go up and I'm trying to remember my shit, and JP's over here like, well, you know, there's aliens that are coming from Egypt, and then they're gonna go over here, and I'm like, JP,
And I swear it's the
fucking
Chinese.
chill, bro.
I don't know why you bring out the conspiracies, man. I guess it's a problem, man. But that's been the episode. Zach and JP's Burnout Hijinks. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks, Bert.
Thank you
The
guys.
hijinks are burnt, and I'm out, and we're out. And thanks, Taylor. Thanks for coming out, man. Thank you
Thanks,
one more
man.
time
We
for
appreciate it.
coming out. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful time.